Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. Today I want to talk about a phenomenon called the spotlight effect because I think there's two ways that the spotlight effect actually stops us all from living our best lives. So I want to talk about that and then maybe some ways that we can get around it because I just think there's so much better out there for all of us. So first off, let's talk about what the spotlight effect is. Now, you can go on Google and search it yourself. There's a million websites out there that'll give you a definition. I found one here from a website called healthline.com, and it says, the spotlight effect refers to people's tendency to assume their mistakes and perceived personal flaws stand out clearly to others as if illuminated by a spotlight. So in plain English, what this means is we're all way too picky on ourselves. I know we all like to think we're the center of everybody's universe, but the reality is everybody is the center of their own universe. So therefore, if we understand this, then we can move on with our life and start doing things that maybe we were a little scared to do because honestly, nobody cares anyway. So if you get up there and do a speech and you screw up one line or say something wrong, nobody's gonna remember that for the rest of your life except you. The problem is when we let the spotlight effect run our lives, it stops us from doing things that might expand our horizons, push us out of our comfort zone, and get us to the goals that we really want to achieve. Now, the good news is this is not something that's set in stone. In fact, just like when we work out our muscles, the more we train, the better we get at it. So when it comes to getting rid of that spotlight effect on worrying what other people think about us, we need to push ourselves out of our comfort zone. We need to volunteer to do that speech. Maybe talk to that person you've always wanted to talk to. And what you'll realize is it's not as much of a big deal as maybe you thought it was. And in fact, that person, a lot of times if you stop and look, is already worried about what other people are thinking about them. So the more you do that, the more you're gonna break through and get to where you wanna go and not worry so much about what other people think. Now let's get to the second part of the spotlight effect, because I think this is a little more tricky and it's actually used against all of us in order to get our emotions up, in order to maybe manipulate us, whether it's through marketing, big media, politics. And I just think if you start to notice what's going on, you can better protect yourself and also live a better quality of life. So going back to that last example, we're all the center of our own universes. And what we see and understand, we deem to be accurate. And why not? If I saw it and I think this is the way it is, then why shouldn't everybody else see it exactly the way I do? One of the problems with that line is thinking, as comfortable as it is assuming that we know everything about everything. And that's not the truth. In fact, I think a lot of other people's opinions are really important and they actually serve to enrich us. However, there are outside forces that love to take advantage of this. For instance, the never-ending struggle between the left and the right in politics. You're going to consume media and content that's going to affirm your own personal worldview. While at the same time, you're going to be encouraged to ignore any other opinion. We start shutting out other people, and it actually hurts us in the long run instead of getting a more balanced opinion. So how do we stop ourselves from being a victim of the spotlight effect and maybe other people's influences when it comes to our own world personal views? Well, first off, we need to start being more empathetic with each other. That means stopping and listening. It doesn't mean you have to agree with people. It means you should hear them out and at least understand, yeah, maybe I understand why you came up with that conclusion, or I can appreciate your life experience and why you would see the world that way. And what ends up happening if we all start to do this, we're going to create a new fabric in society where we start to respect each other and actually new solutions to old problems may arise. See, the way I look at it is not one single ideology, not one single person, not one single set of beliefs actually has all the answers. The world lives on diversity. That means we have to understand that people have different points of view and they need to be celebrated. Yes, we need to be respectful, but at the same time, stopping conversation, gaslighting people who don't agree with people, it's wrong, and it's actually just something that comes out of the spotlight effect. So I hope in the future that I know that I've been guilty of it, especially the second point, that we all work together to be more empathetic and to try and understand each other more, because that is key to all of us living our best life. Well, I'm Jeff O'Leary. I hope you enjoyed my thought of the week. Have yourself a great day.